Hello and welcome back to another video from Jerba Campervans. Now today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Jerba elevating roof. It's a really spectacular product that we've spent many years developing here at Jerba, and we really want to take you on a walk through and show you everything that's different and why we believe it is the best roof on the marketplace right now. So let's jump in. The Jerba Pop Top is available for Volkswagen T5s, T6s and T6.1s. We can fit it to any of them, and it also comes in a front elevation like you can see here, so it pops up at the front, and a rear elevation like you can see on this one, it pops up at the back. That really gives us the flexibility for our campervan layouts. It means that we can have our Cromarties and Tyrees where we have the kitchen in the front and the seat in the back, or our Taranze Sana layouts which have the kitchen in the back and the seating in the front. It's a really comprehensive product and it ticks all the boxes for any type of campervan conversion that you might want to do. So what's different about the Jerba Pop Top roof? Well, let's jump in and I'll take you through all the features and really explain everything we've done to make this the best possible product that we could make. So many years ago, when we were fitting different roofs from a lot of suppliers, most of them in Germany, we would have things happen like a rip in the canvas, and the customer would have to bring the van back to Jerba, and we would have to undo about 2,000 staples all the way around the canvas, and it took about 2 days to do the job. And we really got thinking about, what can we do to improve on this product? Let's just build our own product and let's just really look at every single part of it critically and make sure that we just develop the best thing that we can that's easy to repair, that's easy for us, and that's just seamless and fantastic for the customer. So the first point that we did, and it was quite a big one, was to make the canvas fully removable. So it has a zip all the way along the bottom of the canvas. You can unzip all the way along the bottom. You can thread the whole canvas out of the tracking at the top, and if you had ripped one, we could send you a new one to your house and you could do it in 5 minutes. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to try and remove this canvas right now, and we'll see how long it takes. So we're in this van, the roof's up, and we're going to remove the canvas now. And the first thing that you need to do is unzip it all the way around. And we've got these big heavy YKK zips here. So really simple to do. You just want to pull the zip all the way around. And we'll do a quick switch. I'm now at the back of the campervan, or in this case, the front of the campervan, the back of the roof. Continue to zip all the way around until we get to the end of the zip. And we'll do this again with this one. And we've got, don't know if you can see it here, but this Velcro which holds the two pieces together. I'll undo the Velcro. So we've got one side off now, and second side off. So I've unzipped the roof and I've unclipped the Velcro at the back, and these basically overlap. So what you want to do is find the section, slide it out of the locking in the channel, and just for ease of use, I'll take this tension strap off. You want to feed it in one side, pull it on the other. You can see that the entire canvas is pulling out. So let's just go ahead and do it all. And once you get it started, so my canvas is fully removed now, and it's just as simple as doing it again in reverse to put it back on. And when you get to a certain point, you hold it out and just go around. Nice and simple. Make sure you don't find anything. Get nice and simple. Now you can lock the second piece into the tracking so it's completely secure, it's not flapping about. Do up the Velcro. And zip all the way up. I'll just put back on this tensioning strap. So Super simple, really efficient. It also saves you the drive to our workshop if you do break your canvas, and it also saves, you know, the need for you to leave your van here overnight, so we can take 2 days to fix it. So super simple. You can do it with 2 of you at home, really quick, really efficient. I've just done that in 5 minutes, and it's really, really great system. Now, we hold the patent for a fully unzippable system. So we have the only roof that can fully unzip around the bottom like it does, which results in it being able to be removed. So just another key bit of innovation from Jerba Campervans. Now let's look at some of the other parts on this roof that we've improved on. Now, you might not be able to see it on this roof, but this roof has 2 things. Well, it actually has 3 things. It has roof rails fitted along the entire length of the roof. It also has a large solar panel fitted in the front. But the key thing about the roof rails that you can see on this one is that they've got roof bars fitted. Now you can fit bars, you can fit a box, and because our roof is so substantial, you can carry up to 100 kilograms on it, so it's perfect for kayaks, roof box, all that sort of thing. The reason it's possible for our roofs to carry up to 100 kilograms is because we use a much thicker and bigger hinge system and gas strut system. Our gas struts are rated to a much higher pressure, so they can carry a much higher weight. Same with our hinges. We had a lot of problems with other roofs that we had fitted where the hinges would bend or would be weak in crosswinds or high winds. So we really thought about all the ways that we could combat that, and in the end it was as simple as just fitting a much bigger, much more substantial hinge system with thicker metal, longer, bigger, thicker base plates, and we anchor them with a fixed bolt into the van too so they can never move. The same in the roof, they're anchored into the roof so you can guarantee that they're going to be strong and they're going to last you a long time. Now the same goes for the gas strut at the front, much bigger fixings and a much tougher gas strut that's likely to last you way longer. You can possibly see in this roof just behind me here that the roof is concave when it's sat down like this, so it means it's convex when it's on top of the van, always front to back, side to side. And that's basically just to stop any standing pools of water on top of your roof that you might not want there. Now, another really important point about pop-top roofs is that they all really should be under 2 meters, and that's so you can get under the barriers at beauty spots, down the beach, that sort of thing. All these barriers are typically 2.1 meters high, and our roofs are just shy of 2 meters, so it means that you can get through any of them easily every single time. Now, because we're from Scotland, we know how important it is to have a tough, midge-proof netting. So you'll see on the side of all our canvases, they have this really tough, high-quality, midge-proof sort of net, and that's to stop any of those little creepy crawlies getting into your van and bothering you when you're trying to relax in your camper van. Now, one of the benefits of having a fully unzippable canvas is the fact that we can create this sort of scenic canvas that you see here. And basically we've installed these drawstrings which are really quite good, and they allow us to take the canvas when it's on the unzipped position and just draw it up and out the way. Now this is fantastic if you want to take in the views. We've had some photographers who love this roof. They get a roof bed fitted on top and they like to hide at the top of the roof bed, right at the front of the roof, unzip it a little bit, and they can capture all that wildlife from inside their van without getting seen by any of it. So there's loads of uses for it, and it just creates a much nicer open plan sort of van layout for those sunny days when you might be cooking in your camper van and you want a little bit more fresh air and airflow. So it's really, really nice little feature. So we just mentioned the roof bed, and it's actually this slatted thing that's above me right now. So not only did we develop the roof to a high standard, but we also thought really long and hard about the roof bed too. And this is what we've created. So it's hinged at the back, it's on gas struts at the side, naturally, so you can push it away with the roof. So it gives you all that space to walk about and do your cooking in the van. And it's also the only roof bed, apart from the California, that features these beach slats in it that you might see in a typical bed. And these have a certain element of springiness to them, and they do make it massively, massively more comfortable and a lot more lightweight, and it just looks great too. So we'll pull it down. Now our beds pull down on struts, and they have this nice thick mattress that we put on the top, and it makes them really, really comfortable. Now these can hold up to 150 kilograms, so they're perfect for an adult or a couple of kids. And you'll see these brackets at the front too. These are for a roof bed ladder, so we can slot the ladder in. You can use the ladder to climb up into your roof bed, and they have certain other attachments too. So there is a child safety net that you can clip on the front here, so if your kids are in the roof, it just keeps them nice and safe. So it's really, really nice, super, super comfortable, and really easy just to push it away and enjoy the space that you've got in your camper van. That brings us nicely on to the point about headroom in the back. Now I'm about 6 foot tall, I'm quite tall, and when I sit in the back with the roof down and the roof bed down, I still have a bit of headroom there. And this is a rib seat. Now the rib seats that we fit typically sit higher than most rock and roll beds too, so if you didn't have a rib seat you would have the extra space there as well. And also if you didn't have the roof bed, it's going to give you an extra 3 or 4 inches. So if you do sit very tall, there's always an option to make sure you've got headroom in the back and you can sit comfortably, or your passengers can sit comfortably in the back. Now let's talk a little bit about canvases. So our canvases are made out of a material called ventile. It's a material that's made in Switzerland. It's a very, very high spec cotton. It's sort of woven in such a way where it's much tighter than typical cotton. It's breathable and it doesn't cause any condensation. It gives you good airflow, but it's also waterproof and windproof. So it's really, really a wonder fabric. It's a lot more expensive as a sort of raw material for us to get, but it does provide massive benefits over the standard cotton, which is on most of the other roofs that you'll see out there. It feels really nice, it looks really nice, it's just a really, really high quality canvas. Now one thing we do to ensure added sort of quality in all the seams, because obviously we're taking the ventile, we're stitching it together and making it into a canvas, is we have our seam sealing machine here. And Vince, our seam sealer, will basically run around any seam or edge that's been sewn and he'll apply this tape. Now we bought this machine in specially just for this really little job, but it basically applies this tape which then makes any seal or anything that's been stitched completely waterproof. And it's fantastic, it's a really neat finish, it looks really professional, and it just adds that extra level of quality to our canvases. So it's really, really great. I'll pop this back on the shelf and we'll go have a look at how these roofs are built. So what's actually underneath all the carpet? What's actually making your van structurally sound? And a lot of roofs, they'll just cut a hole out and they'll just finish the hole with, wood or maybe metal or little bits of trim so it looks structurally sound. But you've got to remember that anytime you're fitting a roof onto a van, you're cutting out parts of the support for the van. It's really, really important that the van becomes as safe or even more safe than it was when you started the job. So what we basically do here is we have side frames, front frames and back frames, and these are made out of really strong structural steel. We have them pressed and made to a specific design, and all of these connect together to make sure your van is going to be structurally sound every single time we fit a roof. We didn't only decide to innovate the features you get as a customer on the roof, but we thought it was equally as important to look at everything that we do as a manufacturer, to look at how we build these roofs and to innovate on that too, and to make sure that they're absolutely safe, to make sure that they're done in a really responsible, high quality way, like you would expect from us here at Jerba. And as you know, we have the type approval safety testing for all of our conversions, where they test it strenuously for all of these things to make sure it's perfectly safe, to make sure it's going to be the highest quality, safest van it can be. And that's why Volkswagen themselves recognise us and have reached out to us and have offered us motorhome qualified status with them. It's the seal of approval which just guarantees safety, high standard, high quality, great workmanship and all the things you would expect from a great company. Hopefully you've enjoyed this sort of in-depth video about the Jerba elevating roof. We've really tried to show you why we believe it's such a special product. Now, if you want more information on the roof, I'll leave a link below. You can go down below, you can jump on our website and get all the information you need there. And if you would like to book in for something like this, we do have a bit of a long waiting list because we've got so many people booked in already, but there is an inquiry form on the website, or you can pick up the phone at any time, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.